try to talk about God to no avail. If you're not a God person, there's typically nothing that a God person is gonna say to change your mind. I'm probably the closest thing to God that they could find. I'm talking about these comics. So many of them are on drugs. So you have faith in drugs. Did you know that God made a lot of those drugs? But then the government takes them and fucks with them, makes them even more addictive. And I hate that about it. I hate that because I feel like there's something that you can learn from every experience. But so many things you learn nothing. You could evolve, you could grow into something better, smarter, more talented, more gifted, but instead just the same, and you will remain boring as you have ever been. And I hate that for them, cause they look at me like I'm some sort of religious nutjob. And though I'm sure that they get part of that right, cause I'm very religious, but before my religion I was very, very spiritual. And I've always been a nut job, I'll always be a nut job. And by a nut job, I mean questioning things like the status quo. Don't you know, not doing what's conventional, cause it doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense. And I don't like to do things that don't make sense to me. And why should anybody make me? Who are you to tell me what to do? Who are you to tell me how I have to see things? As if you see things that way, I think that you're convinced that you do, but if everybody has to see it your way, then it's probably not your way. It's the way that you're trained, like a monkey, a little monkey, to see things. God, it depresses me to live in this society. God, it depresses me to live in amerihahahahaha. The joke's on you. And the less you subject yourself to this world, the happier you'll be. Which is exactly, they call yours truly crazy. Because I'm happy, being silly as me. That's all the guy wants. If you're content, it's the best way to be.